can see Titan, I can see Fortunate, I can see. All right, I'm sure some of you, you're not, yeah, this is not the first time you are seeing me. Some of you already know who I am, so I'll just go straight. Is there anybody here that's for the first time or you're hearing about me for the first time? Anybody? Can you hear me? I want to be sure you can hear me. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So please make sure you. Okay. Make sure you mute your audio that we can have a free flow. All right. Thank you. Anybody here that doesn't know me, you've not heard about me, just say anybody. Just raise your hand or go to the chat room and type. Anybody? Okay, it's his first time. Okay. Somebody, okay. All right, that's fine. All right, I'm Ebuka. I can see Save the Boys Initiative, the organization I found. I'm passionate about boys and I'm happy to be here with you. All right, yeah, let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity again to learn of you today, to share with one another as brothers, as friends. We ask that you guide us, that you speak to us and help us understand you better, even as we discuss social media lifestyle as it pertains to all of boys. In Jesus' name, amen. Somebody's audio is still on. Make sure you are muted. All right. It's quite an interesting topic about social media lifestyle. And Tetina wants me to also talk about the LGBT as it relates. I'll just share. Tonight, I will not be giving you plenty points. Tonight, I want to share practical stories and experiences with you. Somebody's mic is still on. Who is that? Check your mics, please. Okay, so tonight, okay, I'm sure you can hear me now. Yep. So tonight, I don't even want to share plenty points with you. I want to share practical experiences. You know what I've seen about boys? Most time we boys, we joke about purity, we joke about the social media lifestyle. Just some days ago, a boy told me, leave me, I want to be on my own, I want to do what I like, I want to blah, blah, blah. You know, boys will always think we know. That's the challenge I've seen with boys. See some of them when you're talking to them about purity, they say, I know, I'm not doing it.
I'm not hearing very well. Shit.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing now.
Okay, so you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Are you okay?
There's no problem.
Can you hear me now? Are you okay?
There's no problem.
Manase, can you hear me? I want to hear you. Can you hear me? I want you to respond.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so one of the issues I've seen with boys is that most time we boys. Somebody is still. Manase, you can now mute your mic, please.
She's looking at me. I'm muting.
I need you to mute your mic. Yeah. Okay. Your mic is still unmuted. Mute your mic. Very good. Thank you. Please keep your mic muted so that we can have a free flow. Thank you. We know most boys say, I know. I'm not doing it. But I'm fine. Some parents even say, don't talk to my children and my boys about this. I don't want them to learn it. So we're just living in a falsehood and lies. I've handled cases of sexual issue of boys as low as 8, as 6, as 10, as 11, very active 11. Man, I say you keep unmuting your mic. Why? Just stay muted. So seeing that feel on a daily basis. But whenever one boys this culture of I know it, I know, and that's the same issue damaging a lot of men in our time. So when it comes to social media behavior, research have shown that boys are always, girls are, just like research for suicide says that more girls attempt suicide, but more boys die of suicide, which means that for a girl now, they always attempt, I will kill myself. They will try things to kill themselves. What they always use to kill themselves is something that maybe when they rush, then they may get well. Some even try, but they don't end up doing it. But more boys commit suicide. Research shows that more girls attempt, but more boys commit, which means that the girls are so they can say, I want to do, but at the end they will not. But for a boy who say he wants to kill himself, he has done it. So 10 girls can attempt suicide, 4 may kill themselves, and 6 will not, or 6 may survive. But if 7 boys attempt suicide, 8 out of that 7, 6 are likely to take their life, because that is the way boys are. Whatever they take up the decision to do something, they do it. The same thing with social media. More girls may be lured into it, but more boys are trapped, because there's a culture of I know it, I know what to do, I know where to say, blah, 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 blah. Look at the issue going on with social media. You see some people that are coming out to rant and talk rubbish. It's boys, small boys who don't know anything. They'll just come out and be talking, because there's this culture of I know it, I know what to do among boys. And so many times we have released words as young men that are irreversible, that has caused damage to our life and our reputation. So we're talking about social media lifestyle. It's something you need to be deliberate and radical as a young man. I'll share about 5 practical stories with you tonight. I'll start by just yesterday. Friday. Yes, on Saturday. I was trying to handle a case. I'll talk about social media lifestyle. I'll talk about LGBT. I'm sure most of you know what LGBT is. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. And that is question. And even as I talk about some boys, if you are not a gay, you're not a gay, and you will never be one. But if you're not careful, if you're not intentional, you'll be trapped. In fact, this case is the case of somebody that's almost 20 years, that's almost trapped into that. And I asked him, have you been involved in this thing in your life? He said, no. How did you go through teenage age? They didn't lure you into homosexuality. It's now 20 that you are thinking of that. What happened? Somebody in his school, in fact, he attended a school in the East, and from my research, that school has the highest number of homosexuals in Nigeria, and in the Eastern region. It's a police safe, but they are very terrible. I received several cases from that school. And he said, this boy always come around him, very good, gives him money, takes care of him, always available, was a very godly brother, preaches to him, encourages him. It's not that glitters is good, though. He was one person that helped him on campus to stand. He never knew he was a gay. By the time God started making his intentions known to him, he said he knew. But because the boy had been so good, he just told himself, at this age, somebody can't lure me, so let's just be friends. And we are going. After some time, the boy keeps sending him his nude, his private parts, begging him to just touch him, to just do this, and he was like, and I didn't know how to now saying no because he has been so good to me. And I almost attempted sending him home. I said, do you have feelings? No. I said, how did you get to this? And now he's confused how to let the boy go off his life, how to stop collecting the gift. He doesn't know, because the boy has become a very part of his life that he doesn't even know how to turn him down. And I told him, your problem is just pride and arrogance. Because when this thing started, I always tell boys, once then we look at the end result, we don't look at the process. So, I don't know when it happened. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how they scammed me. You don't know how they scam you when you jump on every networking thing. When your eye is looking for the next place of 100 and get 10,000. When you're looking for the way you put 500 and get 50,000 that you didn't work for. You'll be scammed very soon. Your mic is on again, Manasseh. Okay. So, and I told him, you're probably just pride and arrogance. Because you saw this thing coming one step at a time, but in your mind, you feel, I've become too big, nobody can lure me into homosexuality. And I say, now, 20, Shebi, you are being lured. But at the beginning, you felt it can never happen to you. You don't know these people. You don't know their psychology and their tactics. They are so strategic that even at 30, you've never had experience they can lure you. They can lure somebody that is 20 years old and 30. Who are you that is 11? And so when we are coming into classes like this to teach you about social media lifestyle, we need you to take it seriously. Because these things are subtle. These things are corny. And I've seen boys who were, stylishly lured into this thing. By the time they discover they're already in a trap. Already in a trap. And I said, but I warned you. You said, I know what to do. So you see some boys will tell you, I know myself. I'm just chatting with him. I'm just whiling away time with her. I know myself. I know who I'm just using her to catch cruise. I'm just using him to while away time. You cannot put your hands into a bosom of fire and expect not to be burned. And God cannot be mocked. You can't sow that evil. So you see, a lot of our problem is just arrogance and pride. So many boys, I can't be there. I'm this thing. As spiritual and as mature as I am, I still have purity boundaries. I tell some people, our bishops, they don't have female secretary. Purity boundaries. There's something that with all their spirituality, you who have not even gone anywhere, you have 5 female personal assistants. My bestie is a girl. It's only girls I know how to talk to. If I don't talk to them, with people with all their spiritual maturity, I even setting boundaries. But you see boys who have not gone anywhere, they have 5 girls they're handling, 5 besties, 5 sweetie, 5 honey, best friend forever. They're joking. Purity is not what you joke with. When I'm talking about social media behavior, is something you must be intentional about doing. Some of you will go to your friend request, thank God for the purity challenge. I see some boys, when they say, I want you to mentor me, I go to your friend list. Some of you close some boys, they go to Facebook and they close their friend, you can't see their friend. No, you want me to mentor you, open your friend list, let me see it. White women, white men, strange people, how did they get there? If you don't know how to, if you really go and siphon them, because the more you leave them, the more they come on your timeline and they are posting rubbish. And for you, I don't know how I felt. You know how you felt because you allowed the process that led to that. So I'm passionate about young men because of the issues we are seeing at hand. If we'll be deliberate at this stage to know that, yes, I'm vulnerable. As Richard said, I said, I'm vulnerable. There's some things I don't have with sisters. There's some counseling I don't need teenage girls, as little as I am. Because I don't joke with my parents. I create boundaries on campus as a president. Boundaries, I don't collect cooler. Boundaries, I don't talk with girl beyond a particular time in the night. Boundaries. Hello, who are you, strange person? I don't know who you are. I can't remember. We can't talk. Let me know who you are first. So I'm going to be telling you some strategic areas where people are being lured. How people are being lured. And why you must not be careful and say, she can't get me. I'm just playing along. You never jam. When a girl means you, you don't play along. You're playing along, chatting, and just before you know, start hearing, let me see your tomato. By the time they show you breasts, and you look at it and look at it, you can't sleep for 3 nights. You don't know when you start having some dirty conversations. But when you set boundaries from the onset, I want you to be a young man who has boundaries for life. From the onset, you set that boundaries. So, and I told him, now you're in a fix. You that was so powerful that think you can't be even lured. Not even a woman, a boy is trying to even lure you. You're feeling like at 20. Because why? You refused to take counsel and understand your vulnerability as a man and take heed and start working on it from the onset. I don't want to be there. I don't want you to be such an arrogant young man who feels he can just do it on his own. He doesn't need anybody. I know how to handle them. No, you can't. You need people to guide you. And you don't play with fire. Don't play with it. So social media behaviors, they are key because we're in a social media age. We're in an internet age where everything revolves around the internet. So if you don't learn to build capacity and strength to navigate through this system, you'll be trapped. You see some boys, they don't relate to any girl, they don't have girlfriend, they don't have people, they have what they're doing even through the phone, through chats, through video is worse than what people are doing physically. I'm talking whether you're 10, whether you're 11, whether you're 12 years. You need to know this so that from now, you know the right mindset and you begin to work. Some of you don't have your phone yet, fine. But you're learning this so that when that time comes, you begin to know what to do. I've seen teenagers who don't even have phone, but they will teach them how to use their parents' phone to chat, to watch 30 sites, to engage the people, clear the history, lock it, carry pornography video, put under a Bible, put under something. You will use something and cover it. When somebody comes, you will think it's one app. Doesn't know their videos. Terrible. They think you're smart. By the time it backfires, I'm working with young people in marriage and the mess because they didn't pay attention to their roots. Like, since they felt it was not an issue, is dealing with them in their marriages and in their home. You must be careful. That is just an introduction to social media behavior for you to know. And as talking to him, these gay people, they are very strategic. I was talking to Atetima the other day. I told her how some of them attacked me online because I was talking about it. And they told me their plan to recruit millions of boys and nobody will stop them. Very strategic and very wealthy people. So if you're a boy whose appetite has not been tamed, who is not satisfied, who is not content with where God has placed him, you'll be trapped. Very wealthy people, very nice people. By the time they come through the process of grooming and make you accept, love them, and see them as a brother, and they open up, by the time it will be too late. You will not know how to say no. That's why you must be sensitive from the onset to know who is this person that is my friend. I see people who have been lured. They say we've been friends. I never knew. By the day he wanted me to do it, I was now in a fix because we have become so close that I didn't know how to say no. They can be very emotional. They can weep and beg and kneel and cry. It's a strategy. And let me tell you the truth. It's more difficult to live the habits of homosexuality than just living with an opposite sex. In my field of experience, is a spiritual force that takes a lot to break. So you must guard what you do on the social media. I'm going to share there 3 things you must know or you must do about social media. But before I do that, let me see again who is in the Fortunate. Are you still there? Unmute your mic.
Yes. I can
Fortunate,
hear
are you
anything.
still there?
Yes.
Have you been hearing
here.
me? Have you
Yes,
been hearing
sir.
what I said? So what did you hear me say
Yes,
the
sir.
last few minutes? What was very strong for you?
Sir?
What
I
did
can
you
hear.
hear me? What is one lesson or
Sir,
one thing you've heard me say
again.
the last few minutes? It's not clear?
Oh, you said yes, sir. One of our lessons was it's not everything we see on social media that we should believe. We should know how we should not say our sexual purity, and we should
Okay. Thank you. Can you turn on your mic? Put on your mic. You can mute now, Fortunate. Turn on your mic. All right. So what did you hear me say in the last few minutes?
Sir, there is no everything that you should not try everything we see on social media.
Tell your partner to not call again.
What did I say about the arrogance of boys and their pride? Yeah.
That boys tend to be like, I can handle it. I know what I'm doing, and I'm not actually doing. I'm just playing around or whiling away. I was joking.
All right. Thank
Then you
you.
have not set your
You can mute
phone.
your mic now. Fortunate and
You have not
Tita, you
set
can mute your mic. Manasseh.
your phone.
Manasseh.
You have not set it.
Yes, sir.
It will take
Fortunate, you can mute your mic now. Fortunate, please mute your mic. Fortunate, please mute your mic. Manasseh, what did you hear me say in the last few minutes?
just put it and read it.
You know what? Turn off your video so that I think your network will be better then. Turn off your video and just speak.
The internet was down.
Turn off your video. You know what? When you turn off your video, maybe because if you're having serious network issues, turn off your video and just leave the audio. It will help you better. If you're having serious network issue, then turn off your video to help you. Okay. Manasseh, can you speak now? Let me hear.
I said the internet was down.
So what did you hear, or you didn't hear anything at all?
Okay, sir. Sir, you were talking about how we should not let people from social media influence us, and we should not be putting other people that we don't know on our contacts so that they will not influence us and join us into their ways.
All right. If you are having, thank you. But if you have network issue, just turn off your video. That will help you. So I'll just tell you 3 things you need to know about your social media handles. Things you have wanted to do, especially as it relates to purity and social media. And the first thing I want to talk about is for you to be radical about your purity and social media. I'll just talk to you about 3 things. And the first thing I want to say is be radical about your purity and social media. See, it's one area I've seen that if you don't learn to be radical, when I mean radical, intentional, if intentional is minute, that's what I use for myself personally. I'm radical about my purity. You don't joke with your purity, and you don't joke with what happens on social media. In fact, in as much as I trim my social media every day to remove friends, there's some people that would send you a message. Last 2 weeks ago, someone sent me a message, say, if you want to, I know you've been testing black coffee. If you want to test white coffee, click here. Yeah? I don't need to click. Some of you will click to go and know what the white coffee is. You don't need to know what you are very sensible. What is saying that since you're a black man, you have been testing black. I'm a white woman, come and test. But some boys will go and click. Let me just see what white coffee is. You don't need it. When I see something, I delete, I look for you and block and bind and scatter. Because you need to be radical. But once you give any little opportunity, you'll be caught unawares. So be radical. People chat me on social media every day, and the first thing I ask, who are you? How did you get my contact? I start on the basis of who are you, what do you want? I lay a foundation that will let you know that I'm a man of God. So don't go beyond any discussion. I don't give you room to even discuss rubbish. So somebody send him a hi, let's say, hi, you too. You have put a smiley emoji. As what? From where? Where are you from? Can I know you? Yes, this is who I am. You start talking. As what? From what? To where? You're not radical. You need to be radical about purity. I told some people that's a teenager, you don't come and visit me alone as a female teenager. Come when somebody's at home, come when my parents are home. Somebody say, I know myself, I know myself, I know myself. Nobody can tell me what to do. You don't know yourself. Okay? You don't know yourself. So you must be radical and deliberate about purity. That's the first thing I want to tell you. Be radical. In my school, they know me. I'm a radical person. See the girl, did you see her? Don't entertain such discussion. We are radical. They will know you that around me, you don't talk rubbish. 2 weeks ago, I traveled to Lagos and I had to go by road. And when I was coming back, the driver was playing one music and they were saying, baby, do me, touch me, rub me, baby, do me. Driver, please, I don't want this car. I'm not alone on the bus, so I paid for it, so don't play rubbish. Because by the time I sit down and you can't play it, maybe love me, I do me, the girl touch me, bum bum is do, my breast. That's what you keep hearing. Then when you go back to lie down, bum bum my breast, bum bum my body, that is what's ringing your head. I say, driver, please. And when I talk, everybody in the car say, yes, we are not evil people. If you don't have good music, when I go to Barber Salon to barb, it's my money. Please don't play rubbish when I'm here. If it's places where you have the leverage to make such decision, why not? There are some places where you may not have that leverage. For example, when I was in campus, in my 100 level, I had a very terrible roommate. And it was so was that this, my roommate, was a member of my church. Yeah, are we not from the same church? Are we not from the same church? Yeah. Whose mic is on? Mic, please. Mute mic, please. And you see, we're from the same church now. He watches pornography, follows whether he was a gay, was very. Now I was in the position where I told him I'm a Christian. And I tell you, we're in a difficult time where even to stand as a Christian is difficult. And I will talk about that point. I will tell you how to be bold in declaring your stand, whether on social media or offline. Yeah, both on offline, but when you social media, you are too gentle. A very crazy, sexually crazy world, and you must be spiritually crazy and radical to overcome. The kind of opposition of darkness, especially when it comes to immorality on the internet, is high. Is high standing. The Bible calls them spiritual wickedness in high places. So you can't be in low places and fight that. It's the violent. You need to be radical in order to oppose such darkness. So it was my roommate, and it was pornography. I said, I'm not watching, I'm a Christian. By the time I declared my stand. You know, when nobody's in the hostel and I'm doing, he will play the pornography and increase the sound. Just imagine. That's the kind of world we are in. Good. Yeah. Some of you are in a group where they say, oh, clear your I cannot keep by your terms, you leave. So you need to be radical at any rubbish. Anyway. If I join a group I want to join, let me go and see the content. Let me know what they say. If it's some of you on group on Facebook, is no group that is not adding any value, is not adding any value. Some boys. Is a comedy group where they laugh, where they discuss somebody, where they insult somebody, where they yap. One manner. What has it added to your life? And one day from yabbing, they'll start yabbing bonbon. They'll start yabbing penis size. Now, suppose no butterfly they take ender bush. You must be careful of the process than the end result. So the first thing, don't forget, be radical. Online, I am radical. Yes, that's kept me. People who were were not radical. I know where they are today. Yes, but I'm radical. On my post, I'm saying foul words. I delete it. You don't talk that because you don't entertain rubbish. Be radical about purity. When you're online, be radical. Second thing I want to talk about, don't trivialize any act of impurity online. When you see some of those things, don't say, since he's our brother in church, let's just give him today. If he tries it again, we will do it. He's not trying to say, nip it from the beginning. About 10 years ago as a teenager, I had a friend who was a seminarian, a Catholic prison training. And when they sent me a video, and behold, that video was pornography. And I was like, why would this boy send me a pornographic video? But I remember that anytime we are talking, he's always talking about women, always talking about very dirty words. And because I was not opposing it, standing against it, so you now had the F country. About it. God told me that day, but he has been saying rubbish around you and you accept it. I told myself, hey, Ebuka, what have you done to yourself? Because even that small one I watched, I knew what it did to my mental picture. And I have to tell him that day, never in your life either send or discuss rubbish around me. Because when you are lying to say, you trivialize and say, it's my friend, and it's also my brother, we inquire together. You're always talking about, one day we sell you pornography. One day we carry you to where to go and sleep with a girl. I've seen something like that. My brother, he took me to somewhere, and he now brought another. Now, small. From the beginning, young man, have boundaries and limits. Don't trivialize any form of impurity online. Once you see it, you say no. If it's to leave, you leave. And this man was talking about fraudulent activity. Some of you, I was saying from the beginning, bring 100 and take 10,000, you enter. Bring 1,000 and get 5,000, you enter. Bring 5 people and you get 1 million, you enter. Everywhere. You don't even have direction for your life or dignity. You see every post you jump on. Oh, let me try. Anyone. Those people too are looking for money. They want to use it to make your own. They will get to it. Everybody will run away and start. If you do that and that is all, how can you be gaining the money you are not working for? Is it not free? You want to get money. You want to put 1,000 and get 100,000 that you didn't work for. Somebody said, is that legal? You know 10 reasons why you should be on Yahoo, but you can't pass WAEC. If you use that wisdom, you will not be here. Most boys will not be here today. So what am I saying? Don't trivialize, please. In social media, where they're talking about let me just say, you do the first one, let me wait. Do the second one, let me wait. And response for one day. That one you are waiting, you are listening is already forming something in your mind. And before you know, you are getting used to it, you are getting comfortable. I'll give this scenario. If you want to kill a frog with hot water, you don't throw the frog inside the hot water when it's still boiling. What will the frog do? It will jump out. If you throw, it will jump out. So how do you kill the frog? Put him inside the cold water that he likes. Turn on the heat or your fire. Low, you just put the water. The frog will be enjoying the water and the heat will keep increasing, but it's getting warm. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying getting used to it. Getting used to it. By the time the heat is not so hot and the water is very hot, and the frog now discovers that wants to jump out, by that time, he's so weak that he can't jump out. And he drowns and dies in that heat. How did it start? By first I denied Jesus. When he first went to fire godly people, warming himself in that fire. Let me just warm. Let me join them small. And they say, we know what he did in life. He was in the wrong company. It's just like a frog. They want to get you small, increasing the heat. By the time you are now trapped, say, I don't know why it happened. I don't know why. You know when it started, and it led to that point. Every disastrous end of impurity that happened went through a process. Be careful of the process. Let this be the last time you trivialize any form of ungodliness or impurity online. Any group, any page, anybody, whether it's somebody say hi, hello, hi beauty, hi sexy. Why? Sexy what? Are you sexy? Is your name brother sexy? Yeah, try. And I say, let me not be too spiritual. Let me just be following. Be too spiritual. Hey, bro, be too spiritual. We're in a time where you need to be too spiritual. Because even the spiritual are failing. You need to be too. It's a radical step. So, hi, sexy. Hi, sweetie. Some people, well, we greet you, take you. And you'll be laughing. Say, hi, baby. BBY. Which baby? You have delivered. Is she your baby? Are you sexy? Brother sexy? Is Jesus, have you seen Jesus called sexy? Are you a slay queen? Are you a slay king? You should be slaying the devil. Slay prophets, that's who you should be. To slay darkness. Hi, boo. Hi, boo. You don't chat me with that. For what? Sexy? Boo? Where? How? Is where you begin to accept. From high sexy to high, the next thing they would then put is a game. Let's play a game. If you pick a number, uncle, before you play the game, what is the meaning of this game? Where will it end? Find out. Don't enter any game. Take a number. That's how they start. Take a number. And you say number 6. They tell you the rule of this game is that any number you take, you do that. And number 6 will be display my picture on your DP for 1 week. You have trapped yourself already now. The number 7 you be maybe kiss me any day you see me. The first thing you do is to kiss me. Demonic and destructive games that have been organized by darkness to real life. You see it as it's not a kiss. It's not to put a picture on a DP. It's just a game. It's not a game. It's a strategy of the devil like that frog to make you used to the water and he will drown you with it. Be careful of the process. It's not even I say play a game. Which game? I'm not playing, sir. Hi, sweetie. Hi, honey. My name is Ebuka. It's not honey. Hi, sexy. My name is not sexy. I don't like people using that on me. I'm telling you what you should be saying. By the time people know who you are, they know you're in no-go area. And they don't bring rubbish around. Most of you are the one that have endangered yourself because you allowed trivial things you think you trivialize some things. You now use that on the door. Whether you are in it, whether you have not been in it, I'm telling you the tactics that the enemy uses through people. You must guard against it. Don't trivialize any act of impurity on social. No. Don't say, it's just meeting for the first time. And somebody meets you for the first time, I don't know. Hi, who are you? And this is from Benue. Just say, and I want us to be friends. I can't be friends with who I don't know. I'm sorry. Not everybody is your friend. You started talking rubbish. And when it happens, say, they are following my village. No village people, you are the village people. What am I saying this? Be radical about. The last thing I want to talk about on social media, which are interconnected, is to be bold and confident about your stand. Whether you're in a group, nobody will beat you for standing. The highest they can do is to remove you from the group or not from life. They can move from a group, but they cannot kill you. They cannot reduce your spirituality or reduce your purpose or your destiny. Be bold and confident. Some people, the problem they've had is that they are afraid of making their stand, of standing and saying who they are. How would they take? Be bold and confident of who you are and your stance. That is what I've seen. I don't know how to turn him down. I don't know how to turn her down. I don't. If you don't learn to build that skill now, you'll be useless in life. The devil and so many girls and boys will use you and toy with you. Now you should be learning to have your confidence, your decision. This is my choice. This is who I decide to be. You are not the only one that have stood in life. Daniel stood alone and he succeeded. When you're on social media, be bold, be bold, be bold. Some people will just run away without talking. Before you run, tell them your stand. This one. If people know you, they will mind their business around you. One day we wrote that somebody was asking, she was not asking her, is this one you're asking in exam? Don't you know he doesn't talk in asking him? Why? Because they know that even this my mother's paper. That's how they've known me. So in my class, go to the back. They say if you don't come near this one because they know my stuff. You can't say around me and be talking of it. They know that this man is for purity. Because I'm guarding what I be careful. I've talked about being radical, not trivializing purity, and then be bold. All right. Joshua, unmute your mic. Joshua? Is Joshua there? Is Joshua there? Joshua, are you there? I'm seeing you and talk to me. Some of you are just here, you're not listening. Victorious, can you unmute your mic? Hey, my class, you must learn, you must talk. Victorious and Joshua, unmute your mic. Victorious, can I see your face? Victorious, can I see your face? All right, what did you hear me say? What have you learned from these three critical things I shared? No, I can't hear you. Okay, I'm hearing you now.
What we see on social media, even though we don't meet them, but just watching them, we can still get addicted to them.
You know what? Turn off your video while you are talking. Just turn off your video while you talk. All right, go ahead.
I said we should watch what we see on social media, like the post people post on Facebook and WhatsApp, and we should watch the people we talk to, and the people we chat with.
All right, thank you. You can unmute your mic. Namana say, what did I say about not trivializing any act of impurity? What do you understand by that?
Sir, you said what?
I talked about not trivializing any act of impurity. What do you understand by that?
We shouldn't feed anything immoral.
Okay. Put on your mic. When I'm done, I'll let you know. I said I shared a lot of examples about being bold and confident. How can you apply it practically to the life of a boy on social media? Manasseh, I'm still with you. Your mic is muted, so you're
or
mute.
it will grow. You said, according to that, you said a boy should not go where he's not meant to go, or and receive requests from people he does not know, or people that just come and talk to him.
Okay, very good. I talked about being bold and confident about your stand. How should a boy be bold? Share a practical example that a boy can go through and how he should respond to that.
You said something about as long as you have the right to talk in a place, you should always voice out, so that they will know that you don't do this kind of thing.
Very good. Adeni, you turn on your mic, please.
Sir,
Adeni, you turn on your mic, please.
sir,
In a social media group where somebody starts talking about maybe immorality, what should you do as a young boy? What should be your reaction when we are on what we have discussed?
leave the group.
Before leaving the group,
Try talking them, like try to correct them.
okay. What is that being radical about your purity? What does that entail?
What?
What do you understand by that? I talked about being radical about your purity and your social media. What do you understand by that?
Well, I don't think I was around for that part.
Okay, I think you came in late. Fortunate. Okay, fortunate. I think you're the one that said your this thing has issue. No, fortunate. Fortunate, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sure you heard me when I talked about being radical.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by that?
We should be radical about our social media this thing, so that we should be fierce. We should not let anything deceive us. We should not listen. You should not listen to negative, impure talks, because it can corrupt our mind, that we can be thinking that we can overcome it, but if as long as we continue looking at it in that way, it will become part of us.
Very good. Money, networking, and all of those things that a lot of boys put their hands into. What is your thought on that?
It's not every business opportunity you put your hand into. Not when you see get this and get this and you put your own money into, because everybody in the country is looking for money. So they might be trying to scam you, and you looking for money can fall into the trap, and at the end you ends.
Very good. What did I share about the taxes that you
Game. It's games.
all right.
Like picking up, they will now say, okay, put me on your one, or nudes. You start with news. You start and they comment you so this thing.
Very, very good. Thank you. Can I talk to you? Titan, the Titans. What did you say about what lesson did you learn about LGBT, the gay community?
So I can't hear you.
That's why you can't hear me. Where you are is very noisy, so you can't hear me. What what did you hear me say about the gay community? How
Say that we're careful with what we say to boys. Because we'll be like, because we're just it's to for other people to stop.
your nipple? Your nipple is, yeah, he's a, let me see the, especially of you that in body school. Where is your business with my penis? So you don't even give room for such conversations at all. But, yeah, my boo, yeah, my honey pie. Are you pie? Be radical. We are in a highly sexualized world. If you are not radical, I need you to build radical skills around you to shun impurity. Because I handle cases of impurities, of sexual issues, and I feel for some of those because a deep struggle. I had a friend then as a teenager who told me, say, Ebuka, if you have not tried it, please don't try it. I'm struggling. You see, boys, I've seen boys at 18 and 20 and slept with over 50 girls. Why? Because they trivialized impurity. If it was nothing, it's just to test it. Like some boys, if let me just test it so that I will know that I've tested it, I will not go again. Tester. Is that what God called you to do? He said, when you test it, so that you just know that this is the way it tests, so that you will not be going again. No. Some people will tell you on social media, and this thing is just to watch. Thank God, is it not better than to be watching it and than be doing it? Let me just be watching and have my satisfaction. It's a life from the pit of hell. Some people would justify masturbation and give scriptural reasons. It's a life from the pit of hell. One of those gay people gave me 10 scriptural verses why God acknowledges him as a gay. One of the things he says that Bible said in Jeremiah, before I formed you, I knew you. So God knew who he was before he formed him. So I shouldn't tell him otherwise. They gave me 10 scriptures. If you are somebody who does not even know the scripture, who doesn't know God for yourself, and so when I give you 10 reasons why you can become gay, what will you now do? You see why you need to build capacity and know God. I have teenagers and young people that will travel abroad and they'll be asking me questions about God, whether God exists. Why? Because they've not built inner strength and capacity to withstand such prayer. We're in a very terrible world. You must gather strength. I'm talking to you as young boys. Some of you are 11. They say, it's too small. You're not too small. Jesus was teaching professors at your age. Gather strength. Know who you are. Know what you can take. No discussion. They should not discuss rubbish around you. Know what somebody can send you as a chat message, text message. You shouldn't be chatting beyond a particular time. When it's 11, you are shut down for the day because some of those evil discussions come up in the middle of the night. You see some boys, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they're still awake chatting. That's where idleness I begin to now, from one thing to the other, from why I love you, and you've not told me you love me, and you've not done this, and let me see how body built you are, let me see how your body is, let me see how fresh you are, let me see how your skin, from here, give me your good piece. From there, this one is not very good now. Don't you have anyone on singlet? From there, which one don't have anyone that shows your muscle? Now from there, small, you enter pants. So if there's anything you've learned from this class today, is to be radical, be intentional, and know your stand from the beginning as a young person. By the time you get phone, now that we're having online classes. Okay, and if there's anything you learn from this class today, to be radical and intentional. Especially now there's online classes. As you're learning, things are popping. Click to see, as you're in class, so you're seeing click to. You're online, you see click here. Don't say you are spiritual. Let me click, I even know what they're doing. You don't need it. Because a trap is like an endless well. By the time you click where it takes another, you keep going into an endless well till you are trapped in the web. You know how you are trapped in the web? You're trapped. So say no and be radical. Any question? You must all ask me question. We have said a lot today. I have 5 minutes to go. Fortune, any question? Manate, any question? Is there anything you want to talk? All right, Manate, let me hear you.
Sir, I don't have a question.
Okay.
I don't have a
Manate, okay. How old are you? I don't know whether you'll be uncomfortable telling me in the public. Fortune, any question? Fortune.
No, sir.
Fortune. Any question for me?
No, sir.
Just like that. Fortune, I need to see your face. I've not seen your face. Just put on your video for just a few seconds. Where is it? Okay. I see you. Where are you from? Put on your mic.
No, sir.
Yeah, what class now?
SS3, sir.
SS3. So you just finished your WAEC.
No, I'm going to SS3.
Okay, let's go to SS3. Okay, fine. Yeah, you're in SS3. All right. I've shared with you tonight, and I want you to know you're radical. I thank God for what Antetima is doing in responsible team in the teams round table and you're having the opportunity as boys to talk because the issue we have had is there's a culture of silence around boys issue. They don't talk about it. There's a secret code that we have as guys where we don't talk. Boys, we are very secretive. But thank God for forums like this where we can talk about our issue, even talk about us as boys and what pertains to us. And last week I was having a session with a group of boys and I was talking about puberty, about even down to shaving, down to wet dream, down to when they're developing sperm, down to shaving, down to very sensitive and deep things we don't know about boys that people don't teach us, down to erection, and in the last time we talked a lot about that here. So we're having that avenue where we can really, really talk, and that is healthy for us. So I need you to always be open and share and talk about these issues. My desire that we'll see you prosper. You'll be different, you stand out in whatever you do, and you'll be a healthy boy. So from today henceforth, make sure you develop healthy social media behavior. Be vigilant about the LGBTQ community and be very vigilant around you. Be vigilant, no matter who, no matter how trusted anybody is around you, be vigilant about girls. What you do on social media, you don't know who you're interacting with, be vigilant. And whatever you type out on social media remains. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. Some people, after when they establish, people go to dig out what they say years ago and they bring it. On social media, you don't just talk. Pastor is having issues, you're the one talking. Preacher, quoting scripture. As a young boy, elders are having issues, you're talking. You say, I want to talk about this matter. Relationship at 18. Hey. So be careful what you're arguing about people. See this issue, the people are arguing. As old as I am, I didn't even go to comment. Some boys will be commenting, putting there. What? Be responsible and learn to mind your business. Respect authority. Thank you very much for tonight being beautiful talking. Adeni, let me hear your voice before I leave. Adeni.
Yes, sir.
I've not heard your voice here. What did you learn today?
So you asked me a question, you heard my voice.
Tell me one thing you learned today that was very strong for you.
I never find ourselves in
Okay.
that was the person and we should also leave the room. Sir?
I didn't get your last statement.
If we should try best in correcting the person and leave the group also.
Victorious. Victorious, so I need victory too. What did you learn today?
I learned that we should watch the things that we watch, and then we should, anybody that to our life or that is then we should block them.
Thank you. Very good. And also, even in music videos, you need to be right. Not every music, the video you go and at this stage of your Christian life, you still listening to. Someone says, go to YouTube, watch twerking. You are building something in your heart that will grow one day. Now, set boundaries. And you don't play rubbish around me. Say this, let me having one business. To be focused. 1 hour. Thank you. Move. Oh, you're able to have 1 million views. Why not go and watch your neighbor's own? Be careful of the strategies of the devil. So on your video, so that I can say bye to everyone. And let me call an Tima to come in. On your video, let me say bye to all of you. So thank you for coming. It's been beautiful talking with every one of you. And I want to see you excel. I want to see you be that responsible boy that will make a difference, that have a good social media understanding. I'm sure you've learned a lot today. Go and practice it and be that person. Thank you for listening. A beautiful time. Okay, can I see your videos now? Thank you. Fortune, I'm happy you are smiling now. Manasseh, you're world class.
SS1.
Oh, SS1. Victorious, world class. Your mic is. Okay. I like the way you're smiling. Fortune, keep smiling. Fortune, keep smiling like that. Because you have been frowning since. Where is Tita? Tita! Sitting throughout the class. You learned that was very strong for you. Be radical. Your brother, be radical.
Be radical.
Talk to him. Be radical.
Be radical.
Be radical. Purity.
Be radical. I know that it's
About purity. Very good. So, and both of you to watch each other's back. When you see your brother doing what is wrong, you tell him. And don't hide anything. Talk to each other and always watch each other's back. Is that okay? God will keep you. You will not be trapped in Jesus' name. All right.
Amen.
Right.
I'm coming now. The boys are done. I'm coming.
Right.
Anybody want to say something? Anybody? Good. I'm sure we had fun. We enjoyed our class. We learned a lot. And I want to see more and more of you. And I'm part of the family. One of these days I'll do Teams roundtable meeting so that I'll get to meet some of you physically. Keep it a good boy. Keep standing. Keep making us proud. Boys can be different. Boys can be messing up, but be different. Be the one that will stand up. Be the one to change. That will change the narrative. Keep being that boy that will make a difference. I'm super proud of all of you. I tell you, boys are not bad, though. Boys are not bad. And a boy doesn't mean your room should be dirty. Boys' room is not dirty room. Be different. Boys don't talk rubbish. Be different. So stand out, every one of you. Auntie Tima, come in. I've sent her a chat. I don't know whether she saw it. So be different. Be radical. Let me off this so that I can. You're coming now. Anybody want to tell me something? I've been saying things, but nobody's saying anything to me.
1 hour.
Auntie Tima, can you come in? Okay. It's here now. Yeah, it's here now. Hello, Maika. We are done. Tetima, we are done. Are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. I just got in. Seems you guys are having a nice time. I saw some people just putting
Ah,
on
nice
already.
talk.
Yeah. Also, I love it when boys have time to speak to themselves. Okay, so I guess everyone
Yeah.
has learned something. Is there anybody that wants to join the LGBTQ gang? Please, just want to fly color with them. No, they have plenty money. Some of them. Who wants to join them, please? Please, if you're not joining, yes, can I go to the chat room and tell me why you know that you want to join the LGBTQ people, their tribe, their community? Please go there. I want to know one reason. One, two, three, four, five reasons I want to see in the chat room. Plus Samuel, that's 6. Why won't you join them? If not today, if not tomorrow, next year, in 5 years, in 10 years, why won't you join them? Why won't you join that community? They're really becoming popular, they're growing. Somebody was Bruce before, now he's Jenny. I don't understand. Somebody was somebody, now he's Bobrisky. You know, why won't you want to join and have boobs and just come and be doing this kind of tell me why. Go to the chat room and please, everyone, no, we'll not close this.
I know, I even forgot to Tetima. Thank you for mentioning this. I even forgot to tell you. Nowadays, most boys now look out for these feminine people, but over 70% of them there's no even trace of anything at all. They are full masculine men who don't even have any trace. Over 70% of them, and it's terrible. It has a lot of them with anal issues, very dirty diseases, and it's just horrible. It's just horrible. We need to keep looking out.
Only
Thank
one
you.
person has answered. Repeat the question. I said, why wouldn't you want to join the LGBTQ gang? The people that want to change to become women, or the people that say they want to marry men, they are men, they want to marry men. That's what I'm asking. Why won't you want to join them? Because everybody is joining them. So why won't you want to join them? Well, if you want to join them, you say, I'm joining. If you're not joining, please tell me why. I'm waiting, please. I'm waiting for you guys. What's happening? Don't waste time, please. I'm not repeating. Okay, because God wasn't blind when he created me. He created me as a boy for a reason. Okay. Fortune has done his assignment. Yes, who else? Okay, I'm coming to you with your question, Diana. Okay. Okay, Ebuka, you answer that question. I don't know that. Please, can you put on stand? You're not joining them because you don't know them. They are going to come and know you. They are going to come for you.
Okay. You want me to answer the question now?
I'm coming. Check your private chat.
Okay.
Please, I'm waiting for the answers, everybody. I'm waiting for your answers, oh.
Right. No. Did you greet me? Sorry. Yes, sir. Baba.
Yes, please. Who are these people wasting time? Adeni, that's Oluwatobi. Where is Oluwatobi in this class? I cannot see him. Why won't you be joining? Why won't you be joining LGBT? Hello. Why won't you be joining? Why won't you be joining LGBT when they come for you, because you don't even need to go to them. They will come to you. They will be luring you in secondary school, when you go to university, even when you're married, they will be trying to lure you. So why would you stand your ground? I'm still waiting for the answers. Uncle Ebuka, while they are typing, please answer Manasseh, who is asking that what was the question?
All right. Thank you. I like the question that the female asked, because you need to know why you shouldn't do it. But if you don't know what you are standing for, you will fall for anything. Because even me, I've been approached. I can count up to 5 approaches. They are everywhere, and they told me they have a strategy to raise millions of boys, and nobody will stop them. So you must know why you won't join them. One of the people I spoke to, whose mic is on? Manya say your mic is on. Okay. You know, you must know why you shouldn't join them, because if you don't know why, you fall for anything. You need to know why. You need to know why. They have been approached like 2, 3, 4 times I could remember before I got married. One, even as I was married. You need to know why you, if not, because if it's money, they have it. If it's wealth, they have connection. In fact, they have connection to most top places that if you're not part of them, you can't get some positions. And you know, I've seen a teenager who told me why, he told me the reason why he's joined. And he said, Chris, I'm serving God and God is happy with me the way I am. God created me in his image and his likeness. So him is using Bible. So if you don't know, you'll fall into the trap. So I like that question. If you don't know why, you need to go and search and know, so that you know where you're standing. Somebody's asking, where did it all start from? Yes, there's been so many research that may show it started from the prison. So many research says that, but where it even started from is not really the reason. It's not really a main issue. What is paramount is that the enemy has introduced this as a way to lure people away in the end time. Yes, that show that it started in the prison, you know, because there are a lot of men in the prison, and most of them are, you know, there's a lot of research, a lot of stories to homosexuality, but the common one is from the prison. A lot of boys and men in the prison, and they're not allowed to mix with women, and you know, from there, the sex orgies, and that started happening. They started sleeping with each other. That is what research shows. But we all know that these are strategies of the enemy, especially in the end time, to lure people. It's a strategy to destroy homes. God has made the family as a strong institution through which the nation will be built. So the enemy is creating this so that people who get married bring forth seeds of children that will bruise the head of the serpent. So how can we distort marriage? Man marry man, woman marry woman. Marriage is distorted. As a result, family is distorted. It's a plan of the enemy to pull people away from it. So there's a lot of reasons why homosexuality is trending or came about. But research shows it started from the prison. But whatever it started from is not the matter of thing. Take so many men out of the purpose of God. And what they tell you is that you don't need, there's no STD, nobody will get pregnant for you, and nobody will cry to you that you broke your heart. So you are free. It's man to man, now bone to bone, no belly, no disease. So in your mind. Yes, in fact, they have more STDs, even more, because they have sex through the anus. That God didn't create for sex. Most of them are wearing diapers, cancer of the anus, a lot of infection, a lot of oral sex in it. It's dirty. It's not even what I want to talk about. But so many people have been lured and they are comfortable in it. You must know what you are standing for so that you will not fall for anything. And one of the things that most of them are lured into masturbation, which is really trending at this time. I've seen teenagers who will say, masturbation. Some people even justify that masturbation is masturbation in scripture. Oh, as well as masturbation is, I've seen where it ruined homes. How it has caused erectile dysfunction for people. How it made people so addicted to masturbation that they are not even having feelings to opposite sex again. It's affecting marriages and homes. I say masturbation has ruined the life of so many people. But see, boys who are involved in it, they don't think it's that serious because they are still at this level. Masturbation is deadly. And it's just a matter of time you start doing the main thing. So, like I said, you need to be radical. One issue I've seen with some boys is that they are troubled, but they don't want to accept their need of help. And you cannot fight a battle you are not aware of. You cannot win a battle you are not prepared for. So most boys, they're having issue, but they've not come to accept that they need help. They've not come to accept that this thing is serious. This thing is eating me up like cancer. They've not come to accept and see that way and fight. And until you see there's a problem, you can't fight. And so when I talk about bringing it to a point where you first see that
I put it like this, that's when they
but they don't want to accept it. The time they accept it, it's too late. Please, if you're struggling with pornography, masturbation, any issue, you need to fight. In fact, you need to be aggressive to know that this is the issue I must deal with as a man before it becomes too late. I'm laying a foundation that can ruin your career, your family, and your health tomorrow. But there's healing. I see people who are chronic addicts. Once your heart is open, there is healing, and let it to go through the process of healing. I want you to know there's an issue, and you must work to address it. Pharmacy is always pushing on its right. Thank you, Auntie.
Okay, thank you everyone. I believe that we are all good. Toby, I heard you had issues joining in. Don't worry, we'll make the recordings available. Please, if you have further questions or something is confusing you, especially about your sexuality, about the fact that you're just a boy, please always reach out to me so that I can send you to a male mentor. The ones I can answer, of course I will, but the ones that I know is, special or like a bit technical because of your gender, please, you must find help. The only person that gets drowned, or the only person that gets lost, or the only person that gets trapped somewhere is the one that does not cry for help. If you cry out for help, even if you're just being confused, because truly the devil takes advantage of our confusion and our ignorance. He takes advantage of our silence. He takes advantage of our weaknesses. He takes advantage of our confusion. You don't understand why this is happening, and then the devil just suggests. Is that not what happened in the Garden of Eden? Okay, sorry about that. My network
Disconnected. So,
yeah.
okay, yes.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank
I was trying to call you. Okay, so please always learn to speak up, and speak up to where you can find help. Don't go and ask your friend who is also as confused as you and just acts like he knows just because he has gone to Google some kind of trash. A lot is going on social media. Just this morning, I heard that, there's a school of thought that says that parents should allow their children to have sex before marriage so that they can be experienced. It's a message that's going on social media. Look, there's a lot of rubbish that will mess you up. Funny enough, you are the one. If you choose to be foolish, if you choose to be gullible, if you choose to be ignorant, it is your fault. Your parents are paying the price, okay, for you to be here. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Don't sit down and say, I don't just know what they are just disturbing me. Some people are begging, they are crying, to have this opportunity to come and learn. A lot of adults are broken because they were confused, nobody to guide them. You don't have any excuse. You don't. You don't have any excuse. If you don't know something, and please, when you're being taught, get ready to obey, get ready to learn. If you're struggling, still say, I want to learn this thing. Okay, I have this addiction. I masturbate when nobody's looking at me. I have this addiction. I watch pornography when nobody's looking at me. I have this addiction. There's this thing I'm doing with this girl when nobody's looking at me. I have this addiction. I take drugs when nobody's looking at me. Oh, I watch it. You cry out for help. Oh. because you are destroying yourself, not another, not even your sibling, not your parents. The highest that will happen is that your parents will be sad. Oh, look at what my son is doing. That's all. That's the only thing. And then maybe they'll pray and fast. Maybe they'll write your name and drop on the altar. Finish. They will not stop their lives. I always tell people at the academy, those of you that have been here, you know I always say it. Have you ever heard that because you were going through an addiction, your parents stopped, resigned from their office or closed down their business? Please, is there anybody here? Because you did not do well in school, your father stopped going to work. He just said, I'm not working again, my son failed. Or because my son has this addiction, oh, I'm not going to go to school, I'm not working. In fact, my business, close my shop, close my business. Everybody leave me alone. No. They will live their lives. And so will everybody else, including me, including your friends, your siblings. Everybody will continue their life. So it is left for you to take your own life seriously. That's all I want to just say. You can as well say, please, all these people, when they enjoy their life, now they want to come and stop us. It's your business. Do you know where they would have been if they had known better? Do you know how well they would have done if they had known better? Because you will do better if you know better. That's the truth. So please, guys, your world is counting on you. You are our leaders. You are our fathers. You are our entrepreneurs. You are the ones to set the pace for us all to follow. Please do not disappoint us. Do not disappoint God. Do not disappoint yourself. Do not disappoint your generation. Can you imagine a world without boys? Who's going to help us? Who's going to help us with the strength, with the wisdom, with the skill to, lead? Who is going to help us? But pornography is taking you guys over. Masturbation is taking you guys over. Sexual immorality is taking over. Scammers. You see, boys, now everybody wants to go and everybody wants to do, what's that word again? Everybody wants to cash out. Cash out. They want to just bet and cash out. They just want to just go and learn how to do 419 and so that they can cash out. How are we going to have critical thinkers that will bring solutions to our world? How? Life is not about money only. Please put yourselves together. Talk to God about your issues and talk to us about them. There is always a solution to every problem. Aside prayer, aside going to church, there is a problem. There is a solution to every problem, as long as you speak out. So it's time for us to go. Oh, let's take our picture. Let's take our picture. Can you guys switch on your videos? If not, you're not gonna be there. Okay. Can I? Okay. What is this? I'm trying to take a new picture. I don't understand. Okay, so are we there? I can't see. Tisan, switch on your mic, your thing now. Just your video. I'm going one second. Okay. All right. So, has it saved? Has it saved? Has it saved? I don't know. What is there again? Save. Okay. Okay, guys. So, thank you so much, Uncle Ebuka. We really appreciate you. Sister, are you sure you were in that picture? You guys are not there. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me do another one.
Thank you.
Let me do another one. Just smile. Fortune, don't look away. Look at the camera. Say cheese.
Wait, so I'm not there. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, show your face.
All right.
Okay, I'm going now. Technology. Going. Gone. Right. Okay, so everybody, please switch on your mic so we can say our goodbyes. Thank you, Uncle Ebuka. Please say thank you to Uncle Ebuka.
Goodbye. Thank you, Uncle Ebuka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody like is now on. Now that it's time to talk. You see you people back. Okay, so please say your byes. Bye.
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 Bye.